first of 4 meetings between these two teams. LA won 2 of the...
Arm and length of Kawhi Leonard, the width of his shoulders, he's able to one down with his right hand on top of Maurice Harkless.
Target center tonight. The LA Clippers got Kawhi Leonard and Paul George last summer.
You got to be on point.
You mentioned the 150-point concussion. He is out tonight. Got Paul George, Timberwolves, Andrew Wiggins, and Jarrett Culver.
Joined him. They lost 4 of those games early on.
Backdoor. Carl finds
into Andrew's cut that time, which triggers, on this play today at shoot-around. And anytime you see...
But that would make sense as the Timberwolves just aren't playing as well, and offense in general hasn't been going. One thing Kawhi Leonard did, and often does, besides... Leonard puts the shoulder down off the glass. Towns, the dribble into Zubac, the spin, and the bounce.
And others, you've got to get Carl involved while Zubac is in the game.
Towns with a head of steam.
One down with his right hand on top of Maurice Harkless.
Tall. George takes the screen from Zubac, who rolls to the basket, but... Thanks, Pete.
I'm just looking.
Over's there. It is a common foul, but the point of Terrence Mann, the rookie, making his first start tonight. Leonard. Okogie with the kick out finds Towns. Nice touch from Carl. Okogie with the kick out finds Towns. Nice touch from Carl.
3 of 4. He's been the most effective player on the floor for Minnesota.
Paul George. Spurs. Shot fake from Leonard. Baseline 2.
The arm and length of Kawhi Leonard, the width of his shoulders, he's able to... Guys like Kawhi Leonard, he'll just back you down, and you see PG defenders get him off of him and be able to create space, which is what he does against Andrew Wiggins.
With Kawhi Leonard taking the jump shot, coming off a 32-point game, tying his season high. Karl Anthony Towns. Nice start for Karl Anthony Towns here tonight, trying to close the gap. First court. Harrell follows his own shot a couple of times.
Montrezl Harrell is also number 2 in the NBA in points in the paint for... Montrezl Harrell is also number 2 in the NBA in points in the paint for...
Leonard uses the screen from Harrell. That was a deep screen. Second chance points. Teague. Up and in. Jeff Teague. Anderson off the mark. Lob pass. Napier to Wiggins. Shabazz Napier to Wiggins.
Had his head up. Saw Andrew all alone underneath the basket.
But he is officially a bench player. Backdoor for Wiggins. Second time.
Over the top. Before in transition. Gets that.
Takes the screen from Towns. Steps back behind the 3-point line. Hits it.
Not sure what the Clippers can do. I mean, the Lakers are always going to be number 1. As Trez incredibly valuable for OKC to get another one. It's Paul George not getting. So when AD is going to the Lakers, the Clippers had to do that. Jeff Teague spoon feeding.
Was that Wednesday? Next week, Wednesday. George.
And they forced that turnover just by playing hard, having pressure as PG.
Points. Paul George and the Clippers up an even 10 here at Target Center. Paul George. George steps back from Covington. Paul George. George steps back from Covington.
With no Lou Williams, no Patrick Beverly, you got other guys having to handle the back. Good job that time to not let Kawhi Leonard back down.
Teague high off the glass with a chance to add to this. Harrell went for the steal. Towns wasn't sure what to do.
That one, I think he thought Harkless maybe was going to come and take the charge.
Montrezl Harrell went for the steal. The lane parted like a... And here's Okogie, head of steam.
Wow.
And they'll call the
guys that are willing to give up their body. And Terrence Mann just sliding over. Josh Okogie did a nice job.
Towns steps back from Zubac. Three-pointer good. Towns steps back from Zubac. Three-pointer good.
Towns early in the game.
This is Minnesota's first lead since it was Severs. Working in the lane, working on Culver.
Being able to go, use your arms. If you have your arms extended like that.
Stops just ahead of Karl Anthony.
Gave Paul George a wide open look.
Wiggins finds Covington and
You almost got to readjust how you're playing him.
Wiggins gets his weight.
Good closeout by PG.
Covington.
Most of his shot attempts are inside 3 feet.
Man kicks it out to Paul George. George in the corner, he'll take.
It just hurts versus Towns, Covington, and Wiggins.
And that time he gave it to Terrence Mann on the turnover. These two players has not yet surfaced here in this third quarter. 30 points. 30 points for George. 30 hands. And Paul George ends up with the basketball, feed to Zubac.
Drives his seam without a plan. Doesn't keep his dribble alive. Jumps up in the air, and there was no...
Now it's George behind the back pass to Zubac. Fighting through the lane and through... Wiggins just been pounded out there beyond the three-point line when he has the ball.
Finish with the left hand. That's skill right there.
And they're good defensively, and sometimes it seems like they're on a power play. George clock has the ball stripped away, got it back, and Andrew Wiggins.
Now, he was trying to be aggressive. He didn't want to jack up another three. 33 in the game to match Paul George's 33. This has been just mano-a-mano. Call it with 1.1 seconds to decide a game.
Then it should be called, though, between the elbow and the shoulder. 3 points. Doc Rivers before the game, just if he notices, does he, are there times, Doc Rivers before the game, just if he notices, does he, are there times Doc Rivers is surprised at how aggressive that guy who just hit the three.
In the process, PG knocks down the three-point shot.
Second half, George gets free for three. It's high. Teague leaves it for Towns, who missed the first time. George, little pass left for Harrell, plows over Teague.
Wow. Over to Montrez. I guess the referees are saying there's no contest.
Only practice this team has had with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
Where will Paul George and Kawhi Leonard end up as Towns not just playing a ton in isolation?
Okogie strong on the three, but and now the Wolves need a stop. They're not going to get it. And now the Wolves need a stop. They're not going to get it.
PG and Kawhi definitely in that regard, and then Clippers turn over a fair amount to their turnover percent.
Couldn't lose Walton Jr. All the way to the other side. Teague works it around.
Pick and roll with Jordan Bell. Derek Walton.
Harrell got him on the read.
Boy, they keep it. Paul George off the screens or pick and roll. Kawhi Leonard in transition.
And the Timberwolves are within 14 with 8:49. Covington went for the steal on the defensive end. Didn't get it. Regroups Leonard.
Both have 40 points now in the game.
Towns answer. Patterson tips it to keep it alive, but he tipped it to Okogie. And Josh Leonard with the basketball. And he shoved Okogie to the off arm.
No question. Josh did a great job of selling that.
Teague gets it to Carl. Towns open for three and one.
Having Towns, Covington, Teague in the game. And then also having Josh.
That time Karl Anthony Towns got
exactly.
Paul George, tough three-point shot is short. Oh, tipped in.
Fake and let him fly by, or pump fake and drive it.
Lob pass into Harrell. Good time for Wiggins here. The give and go from Towns.
They've done it a lot, so everybody's hugged up on the perimeter. 6.
George drives right into Karl Anthony Towns.
I don't know what Doc Rivers wants. I mean, like,
too many more empty possessions here. Wiggins with the three, and he hits it. 5. 2 minutes to go. Harrell drives and gets the basket. 5. 2 minutes to go. Harrell drives and gets the basket. Covington to Towns. Into the paint. Oh!
Take it off. Again, let's see the contact. I want to see him land.
To the rack. Gives it up to Wiggins. Off the glass for 2. It's a
Okogie again didn't settle for the 3. Driving kick situation. Andrew Wiggins.
An impressive second half, 27 points in the third quarter. The Wolves were